seriously the worst. I forget to turn my camera off after every single time I use it. Good morning, good morning. In the news this morning, today is day 2 of Vlogtober / YouTober. I'm not really sure what to call it because although more people are using Vlogtober, I'm not really doing a vlog every day. But when you type in YouTober, you get like people in other countries who would spell YouTube as YouTober or something weird like that. This is how I'm starting my Sunday. I've basically been sitting here doing some research, watching YouTube videos for the last 2 hours. A little bit of pleasure stuff, but more research on mental health and nutrition. There are some awesome TEDx talks on this topic, and I don't know if I think I made a video about this, but I am writing a book on how mental health is affected by fitness and nutrition, sharing my story, but I'm also bringing in actual scientific background and evidence and journals and professionals who study this for a living. And I want to do interviews, so I'm doing research on finding stories to share as well as professionals that I can interview. So it's pretty exciting. Today is going to be a nice day. It's a perfectly overcast October morning. Yeah, I didn't tell you at all what I'm doing today. I'm gonna put some makeup on so I don't scare people. I'm gonna go to the gym. I have a pretty tough workout ahead of me today. I'm doing heavy squats and some accessory work. Pretty excited about it. I haven't done squats since earlier last week and I am overdue. But I have been keeping to my progress, I guess you could say, and I have been keeping to my focus of building my glutes up more. I also want to keep my glutes engaging and doing appropriate stuff for them. So I actually have just created a glute builder program. I have to put it on my website. So a lot of walking lunges and hip thrusters. Yes, I do squats for glutes, but sometimes my glutes are not the ones that are firing. I have to do a lot of warm up to get my glutes warmed up and engage for my squats. Otherwise, my quads take over. I did my day with coffee, 2 big cups of lemon water. I'm gonna take 2 of these. I'm gonna take 2 of these Gaia curcumina, which is a turmeric supplement that is mixed with black pepper extract for optimal absorption. I take 2 probiotics in the morning. All right, so let's start this day. I will turn my camera off this time. So the good news is that I'm hitting 185 on my squats, which I have been scared / have not tried to do in a while. I'm doing 5 sets, 3. My third rep is definitely hard to get up. As you can see, this is my last set, and we're gonna go for it. Be good. So I've been doing a keto diet for about the last 4 weeks. I unknowingly did put myself into ketosis 5 or 6 years ago, and I did not eat high fat. I just ate really low carb. So I wanted to experience what it was like to feel ketosis again. But since then, I've learned so much information about the benefits of eating a high-fat, very low-carbohydrate diet from a health perspective, from an energy perspective, from a hormonal balance perspective, from an anti-aging perspective. It's just a really deeper perspective versus just outward aesthetics, losing weight. So I ventured out, and I have been eating this way, much higher fat, closer to 100 grams of fat a day. My carbs have been 40 to 60 grams, and my protein has been about 100 to 120 grams a day, around 1,500 calories. Now, I do feel really good. I've noticed my hunger levels have decreased. I don't crave sweets and carbs very much unless I do something to trigger myself. So tiredness and boredom, for sure, like usual, do make me crave those foods. Or when I'm stressed, yes, I do crave carbohydrates. But over the last 4 weeks, it has been much less, and I've been really motivated to stick to this high-fat diet. Let me think. Like, I've probably been able to stick to it about 80% of the time, just being honest. I feel great. My weight has been about the same, which is fine. But I have noticed that my muscle mass has decreased slightly. And I noticed this because I take progress pictures of myself and progress videos, and I weigh about the same, and I feel like there's less muscle in my arms, there's less muscle in my back, there's less muscle definition in my abs. In my legs, I feel is about the same, but I can't deny that this is like actually happening, and I feel it sucks. I did not want this to happen. I wanted the opposite to happen. I wanted to be in an anabolic state and not burn my muscle. As you guys know, I don't do any cardio. It's all high intensity lifting, and my goals are to gain strength and to continue to gain muscle. So I know that I'm doing something wrong, because on the keto diet, it is a non-catabolic diet. You don't break down your muscle on this diet if you do it correctly. I have been doing a lot of research, but I guess I mean, I'm finding a lot, but I'm also unsure of the accuracy of it because there's so much misinformation online. And so I want to make sure I'm doing the right stuff. I want to make sure that I am doing it right because I want to maintain this way of eating. I feel like it is an extremely healthy on an inside level, inner level, and external aesthetic level also. It's not easy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are really yummy carbohydrates that I love to eat, but I don't want to be like, I don't want to succumb to just needing to eat the carbohydrates because they just seem delicious and good and are going to satisfy me in that moment. So this is my long-term game, but I want to do it right. And I'm really looking for anyone who has done this successfully. Basically, I think what I'm doing wrong is not eating consistently enough high fat. I feel like I'm in complete uncharted territory here, and I'm terrified if I'm gonna find the right way to eat, if I can maintain a healthy physique. I want to be strong, I want to look strong, I want my muscle to stand out. I don't want to go back to in the past when I thought I was eating well. I wasn't eating enough food, I wasn't allowing myself to eat enough carbs, and my protein was very high and my fat was very low, and although I was strong, I didn't look it. My arms just kind of all blended together, the muscle and the fat. There wasn't a lot of definition. This past summer, when I was eating high carbohydrate and moderate protein and lower fat diet, I did see a great transformation. I felt really strong, I felt really muscular, and I'm even questioning, like, if it isn't broke, why fix it? I'm contemplating just going back to that way of eating because it did work for me. I mean, when I felt balanced on it, it was good, but I don't know, I feel like there are so many positive health aspects that I have been hearing and learning about. And hormonal balances, keto and estrogen balances. I mean, producing ketones and allowing your brain to function on them has significant cognitive benefits. Like, yeah. This is where I could use a coach, I'm not gonna lie. Because I get in my own head and I think, like, I can't think as objectively as I want to, and I kind of wish that I had a coach for making this like big dietary shift, not gonna lie. I've had to trust myself and just go forward with the knowledge that, like, you can go back to doing what you were doing at any time if you feel like it's not working. Alright. Update you at the end of the week about what's going on. Wish me luck.